Hi guys, good afternoon. You are welcome once again to my YouTube channel. My name is Stephen Biodon Toladiti. I'm the anchor of Cabin Solution Place and Academy. As you know, today I'm supplying these seeds to command at Ipaja, but I'll be using this video as a lecture for people to really know how important mentor is to cartridge business, because I do realize that many people or many upcoming farmers or every practicing farmer do not take mentor as important as I am expecting. There are a lot of ways mentors do help us as a farmer, because I really presumed we only think giving mentor money, I thinking I can feed my fish myself. Is it not putting the fish inside the water and start feeding it? So why will I need somebody that I will be paying in order to mentor for me? Or there's some question some people do ask that what has he done so that I don't need anybody to mentor me. But the fact is that there are angels in every business. Sometimes an angel may not be a farmer to you, but an angel can sometimes be a creative person that will guide you right, and you will be successful in the business you are doing. And despite that, we have good mentors around the country that can assist you, that can help you in order to get things right in your farm. So once again, I told you I'm supplying and I'm mentoring a farm at a command, which you can see as well. So in here we brought up some seed, and we will be mentoring the farm. We will be giving a day-to-day or time-to-time guidance to the farm, so that they can proceed and expand as other farms with us are doing speedily. So the process you are watching on the video is we have tested the water, which is very, very important for your pre-stocking. You need to know what your water is gauging, so that you can really know what you can get from the beginning to the end of the water. What I mean by this is that some water, if your water is acidic, so it will be advisable that in any fish you'll be putting inside the water, the fishes should be at least at a juvenile size. So those are what a mentor can guide you through. Those are what mentors can take you. Those are the informations you can get from a mentor, because many people, sometimes I wonder why as a farmer you didn't even have a water parameters, a testing kit to test your water, to really know how your water is doing. So these are what the first port of call we are doing in this farm. We need to check waters for our client, to so that we can advise on the sizes of fishes that they can be put into the water. And two, this will really help us to advise them on how to change their water. For example, if you are running an alkaline and acidic water, it is advisable for you to not to change your water oftenly, because an acidic water changes, most especially if you feed your fish maybe 30 minutes after feeding. The acidity will automatically change to neutral and be going down to alkaline. So if your water is not that too dirty, that means by the time you check it in the evening and in the morning and the water is still okay, the only advice that I give for any practicing farmer that is running an acidity water is, one, to drain out some of the water, maybe just drain out 30% of the water and fill it back. So those are the advice that you can get from a very good expert to take you through how to run your business successfully. So, or if your water is extremely dirty, another thing you can do is that you can drain the water up to like 40 to 50, 60%, and you top it back. So not that you just be draining your water and you be draining your water, and this acidity will be affecting, because fresh acidity water do affect your fryers a lot. But if you are having a juvenile that are very good juvenile, this may not, it may just, maybe the first time it may affect them, but by the end of the day it will be okay. It may not really affect them. So these are what I think it is important for every farmers to know about having a mentor in their farm. So in the farm too, as well, as you can see, the drainage, because we need to ask for your drainage system. How does your drainage work? So with this, we advise on the drainage. Particularly what we saw here is that the drainage they are having there is not really flowing, because so they have a pit. So we really have to advise on one or two ways, so that to make their drainage effective and workable for the process of their farming. So again, what I would like us to know is that the key thing I would like us to know is that we do appreciate farmers, most especially those that come in contact with us. We make sure that we give them the best, we give them the best information. Now depends on them. There are a lot of people that by the time you give them one or two informations, they may think they are creative enough to build up their business. So, but if you think you needed value for what we are really giving to you, I think our line is free 24/7. You can contact us so that we can give you more updates, because we do go out every day, we do researches every day, we meet farmers every day, we meet more gurus every day. So with this, we are inclined with more informations. We are groomed on a daily basis with good informations that we can use this in order to assist your farm too as well, which is keen and very, very important. So what a mentor does to your farm, there are a lot of many things that mentors really do to your farm, is that it's give you the opportunity to ask questions from mentor. That means a day-to-day questions from them. Question and answer section can be related to your mentor so that they can really advise you. Share on this. So all these are what I think everybody should be aware of, so that even a mentor improves your skills. They improve your skills. There are a lot of things you don't really know, you may not really understand about the business. It's the right of a mentor to improve your skill, to build your horizon, to make sure that you are creative enough to stand all challenges, the stacks of the challenges that may comes out from your business. And another thing is that a mentor look at the problems of your farm. They know the problems. If you have a very good mentor that is mentoring you, by the time they visit your farm, they know one or two problems. Like I had a call yesterday. I'll be visiting a farm, and by the time I visited the farm, I discovered mostly the farm has already been done by somebody, but by the time I got to the farm, I discovered there are just three errors to be amended. That means the pond is they are using an 18-pond system. So what I noticed there is that their drainage system, they should run a flow-through system because they have a good water flow, and that is not really done by the people that dogs the pond. So I need to advise them to do this so that they can have a free flow water from their ponds. Another thing we did is that they are netting. If you are running a netting pond, your netting sometimes, especially if you are using a rubber net, it's not advisable depending on your dike. If you have a lower dike, it is not advisable to run your net directly on your pond. What I mean by this is that by the time the rubber net maybe you have a falling, maybe the dikes falls, maybe the dikes is not high enough. By the time it fell into the pond, automatically it will trap most of your fishes. It will trap them by their gills, and this may injure them. By the time if you don't notice them on time, these may have injured them and have killed most of them. But if you notice on time, by the time you are trying to remove the net from them, the damage has been done already. This might have caused wounds on them, so these wounds will cause other fishes from feasting on them. That means the cannibalism can arise from that kind of incident. So it is advisable to make sure that you talk to an expert, to get a mentor. That's important for getting a mentor to tell you how to lay such a net into your pond so that it will not damage or destroy or your end add money. And again, if there's a flood or there's an heavy rain, this automatically can reinforce the net into the pond, and this may cause a series of damage. So I will continue on this lecture on the part 2 of this video, which we'll be watching very soon. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you click on the notification button. Make sure that you like and share. And make sure that you give your feedbacks. It's an encouragement for me as a farmer to give you more tutorials, more informative lecture, so that you can grow your business. So, but for you to support me, make sure that you click on the subscription button, and you share and you invite and you like and give comment. So thank you very much once again. My name is still Biodo DTM, your uncle or Capital Solution Place and Academy.